Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm not going to introduce myself. I don't think that is important. I do, however, want to talk to you guys about something today, right? So, of course, an episode of MAcG podcast and Chill was loaded yesterday. I watched it and I had to watch it a couple of times, just to make sure that I'm not commenting from a point of not understanding, right? Or commenting from a point of not, getting their view, or from a point of being emotional, right? So let's just get straight to it. So, as you can see, I decided to wear my traditional Xhosa dress. This is actually my wedding dress. So today is a very special day because we're talking about someone very important. We're talking about a very important party. We're talking about a very important country, a very important continent. We are talking about us. We are talking about us today, right? So I had to, let me tell you, if I had, any other outfit. I do actually have a Zulu outfit now that I think about it. It's just that I don't know where the hat is. But it's not necessarily about being Xhosa. It's about being a South African, right? But anyway, so let's just get straight to it. First of all, you guys already know that I love the podcast Inshot. I love MAcG. I love, what he's about, right? But I have to be honest at the same time. I have to be very, very honest. First of all, yesterday, I made a comment, which I don't want to repeat. If you want to hear it, you are more than welcome to go check out the about the comment that I made about Utado Mandela on the podcast in Chill. So guys, if I'm being honest, right, I really don't think that he said that from a malicious point of view, right? I think it's just linger. You know how people speak. I don't think that he literally meant what he said. That, I don't think he meant that dash udada. Like, I don't think he really meant it that way. I don't think it's in a literal form. But even still, guys, I think it's disrespectful, if I'm being honest with you. I think it's being disrespectful for him to even say that on a platform like that. This platform is not just, the podcast in Chill is big, you guys, as you can see. It's viewed in the UK, in America, like countries around South Africa. It's big. So imagine a man like Utata, respected on that high level, and then people hear, Uba, this is how he's being addressed in South Africa. The young generation that is coming up hearing his stories about Utata, and then yet again, they at the same time hear a comment as in Jayana about Utata. Guys, like, I can't say I am shook, because the podcast in Chill is very controversial. We know that. They're very controversial. And I think that they also, they didn't edit that out because maybe, they knew Ubana, this is going to be what makes them trend, because they were able to beep out the name of the channel that that was spreading these rumors which are untrue about MAcG, but they did not cut that other piece out where he's making such comments about Utata. So guys, whenever I say Utata, I'm referring to Utata Mandela, Utata Madiba, the father of the nation, right? So, like, I really didn't like that. It really rubbed me off the wrong way. I still love the podcast and Chill, of course, but that comment really rubbed me the wrong way. And yesterday's show all together. Yesterday's podcast, guys, I don't know. I really don't. Yes, when you're sitting from a point of privilege, even for us as Black people, right? When you are sitting from a point of privilege, it's very easy for you to make certain comments, né? Like the comments that were made yesterday by MAcG in his podcast, because he's sitting from a point of privilege. I honestly don't believe that he is disregarding what Black people have gone through, right? I don't think that he's disregarding what. So I'm not just going to say ANC, because not just ANC that has brought South Africa where we are today. It's the whole political movement that went against, the apartheid. So I don't think he's really disregarding what the whole movement of Black people, in South Africa to get us where we are today. I don't think they're disregarding that. I just think that they are commenting from a point of privilege. So for them, it's like, okay, what happened. We are here today. So what's the option to move forward? What is going to get us there as a country, right? So now we have, according to them, we have moved from the concerns. We are free now, right? We've obtained the freedom that Black people have been fighting for in South Africa. We've obtained that. So how do we now move on as a country to be on a level where other countries are in, right? But at the same time, you guys, we must not forget that people today have this mentality because of the apartheid regime. Black people are thinking this way because of the apartheid regime. Black people are hungry, you guys. Black people are hungry, and they're hungry because white people are not as hungry as Black people, because they have been chowing. If we're being honest, they have been chowing. I mean, they're still chowing even today. We get just a piece, tiny bit of the steak. Most Black people, the minute they get positions, you guys, especially in government, it's about securing the bag. It's about them. Even the president right now, he was found with cash loads of, money in his house. Like, how do you explain that? He is a Black man that is hungry. So, unfortunately, we cannot really, put everyone in the same umbrella. We can't just say now every Black person that gets the position, that gets to be in power, is going to do the same thing. That is a wrong mentality to have. That is really speaking from a point of privilege. We shouldn't be thinking like that. If this person is not doing what we need, then we need to give an opportunity to another Black person. I believe, especially in South Africa, guys, we have been through a lot. As a result, we are still going through a lot that we still need to pick up pieces from. So, like, the comments that were made yesterday, they really rubbed me off the wrong way. I don't have any. Of course, everyone has a right to vote whatever party they want. Freedom of speech. People can express how they feel about whatever. But do not push a narrative. That's all that I'm saying. Don't push a narrative unless you are a politician, unless you're a political party that is trying to get votes. Do not push a narrative. Let people decide for themselves what they want. I'm really not against DA, but just don't push a narrative. People must decide what they want. people haven't been in the same point of privilege that you are in, that you are now thinking this way. People are thinking differently, For them, priority is having someone in power that is going to make sure that black people are safe before wealth, before everything else. We want to make sure that we as black people, we are safe. We are not ill-treated. I mean, racism until this day is something that exists, you guys. Racism still exists under ANC today. What more when we have white people in power in South Africa? What more? So if white people want to make a change, why can't we have white people in power under the ANC regime? If that is something that is possible, right? Instead of us being ruled by EDA. Guys, EDA iphethe in the Western Cape. Iphethe in the Western Cape, and I'm from Cape Town. I had to move to Johannesburg. Guys, I want to be very honest with you. They talk about BEE in Cape Town. They talk about whatever, right? But in Cape Town, preference when it comes to employment is for white people and colored people. Iweske, when you can speak Afrikaans as a black person, you have your opportunities may just go to that next level. I had to, in Cape Town, it's very rare to find, just an ordinary person that has a house, that has a car, it's very, very rare. Because black people, basebenza emaslumsini, bagcwele eziwokini in Cape Town. Cape Town is beautiful. Oh yes, it's very, very beautiful in Cape Town, you guys. But black people bahlala eziwokini, crime, kumdaka. Yeah, and that is a side that they do not show about Cape Town. And guess what? Go pete DA. Go to white area, like Cape Town is like this. There's the white side, then there's the black side, and then it's divided by Imaininberg. It's divided by Imaininberg, and then from Imaininberg going upwards, it's Gugulethu, Nyanga, Kailicha, zonke areas. And then out to a new guy, it's Kenilworth, it's Claremont, it's Wynberg, it's Ntonton, Constantia, Zianyuka. There's a divide in Cape Town. So, MAcG, don't tell me about a DA. Don't tell me about a DA. Don't tell us about a DA. If you want to vote for a DA, it's fine. Do it. But do not push a narrative. I'm so sorry. Do not push a narrative. And 40, having the leader of the EFF, having an amazing interview that broke the record. You set in 1 million views in one day. And you are still going to spend 2 days. And you are going to benefit from that, from YouTube. Come back and speak so ill. Come back and speak so ill about him. About his party, okanye. No, guys. Guys. No. No, unacceptable. It's unacceptable. It's really, really unacceptable. Anyway, you guys. So you guys, again, I love the podcast, Inshot. I love that it really discusses, uncomfortable topics, right? But again, when something is not right, it's not right. When something is not right, it's not right. That's all I'm going to say. It's not right. What has ANC done for us? If I'm being honest, ANC is not doing the best right now, right? I just wish that the president can be more transparent with us, right? Like, let us know, like, what is happening, be transparent. Don't just tell us plans, but this is what we're planning. Don't just tell us problems that we're facing as a country that we know. Be open to us about, the meetings that you go to. What is discussed, what is expected from you, what is making things delay, why are you not making targets, why are you not reaching your targets? Like, let's have an open relationship. Let us know, let us in your strategy, and allow majority of South Africans, allow a youth to be part of decision making. Have young people in positions, because they are the ones that are understanding that ANC, guys, is failing to evolve right now. I feel, they are still stuck in how things were done back then. They are really taking time to evolve, and that is what is going to kick them out of power, because things are done differently right now. So put young people in positions, qualified individuals in positions. MAcG is right. It doesn't need to be about a color, whether you are black or you are white. Really, we can't say all white people are racist now, because that is not a fact. That is not a fact. Not every white person doesn't have a black person's best interest in heart. Like, each generation here to right now is free-spirited. I'm talking about from whites, from blacks, from coloreds, from don't ever. Yes, you will find those here and there, but we are really getting to a place of acceptance, racially. So get people, young people in power, put them in positions, people that understand what, what we need as young people, what it will take for the country to move to. Like, the world is ruled by youth, you guys, if we are being honest. Generally, the world is ruled by youth. Put young people in power. Have young people in those meetings. Have an advisor who is young, who knows what is going on in the ground. And let us see that. Let us see that. One thing I know about power is that when you're sitting from outside looking in, it's very easy to judge and say things could have been done this way or that way until you get on the hot seat, So really, right now, I'm not putting the blame on the ANC. I'm not putting the blame on, because I'm sure there are deals that were signed years ago which still affects us till this day. I'm sure that there are deals that were signed maybe back in 1994 that we are still dealing with today, And unfortunately, as the ruling party, you have to suffer the consequences. Or as the president, you have to suffer the consequences. So I really don't want to put the blame right now, but involve young people more in what you are doing. I don't know about voting for a DA, you guys. I really don't know about that. We have options. We have powerful parties such as IFP, EFF, ECOPE. Like, there's a list. There's a very long list. For us to opt for a DA just because they are white people. Like, how... That is like thinking very short. That is short thinking. But anyway, you guys, thank you so much for tuning into my channel. Thank you so much for the love and support. Please don't forget to comment. Tell me what you think about, what your thoughts are about yesterday's podcast with MAcG and MAcG, yes. And please don't forget to subscribe and like, and don't forget to share with your friends and family. Guys, I hope you like my dress. This was my wedding dress. I don't have a ring though. And I ringy. But I'm married. I was wearing this dress when I got married. So ndingemhle sana ndimomoza yeba. Guys, we will get where we need to be as a country. ANC. Like, same with MAcG. MAcG comes here and he makes comments about people, uncomfortable comments, as in your right, that we don't agree with. But we don't push him out just because he made those comments. So we're not going to do that to ANC. We're not going to do that to EFF. We're not going to do that to black people. Just because man's mistakes here and there doesn't mean they must be pushed out now. Life doesn't work like that, guys. We will get where we need to be as black people. Imagine what we have failed as black people with putting white people in power. Imagine Van der Merwe saying gezela kanjani. Guys, I'm so sorry. Like, no. I can't. We had an incident right now. We're not saying about all white people like that, no. But I'm just saying they are sitting from a point of power. They're sitting from a point of undermining, of belittling us, seeing us as nothings, where you can just take out a gun and point out because of salt, because I asked you to pass the salt, or whatever the story is. Guys, no. Now I have a child, I have a baby girl, and I still want to raise I'm in this free country. Yeah, ruled by black people. People are already struggling in other countries in America. You understand? Where majority is white people. Here in South Africa, majority is black people. But Savotela a country is here. It means we're going to vote for a party that we know for a fact that sizohlala kanje esitulweni. Sizohlala we edge esitulweni just for the sake of getting our economy to where it needs to be. Guys, it will get where it needs to be at the right time. We are going to hold whoever that is in power, the sandla, and we are going to get there. The only thing that they need to do is ask for help from young people, and we will guide them to the right direction. We are going to go there. So, guys, oh, I'm so sorry. I have nothing against white people. Absolutely nothing. But DA, I'm so sorry. Anyway, you guys, thank you so much. See you next time. Mwah.